I guess we're live. There is a spot right here on my lens. I don't think you can, oh no, you can see it. See that little blurry spot? It's like right under my thumb and I pull it away. If you look, it's a blurry. I gotta clean my lens. Anyway, how you doing, y'all? My hair's all... Give myself a haircut and hopefully it don't look too bad. What's going on? Yeah. Little massive beer mail unboxing from our brewery. Like I said, we started doing brewery unboxings not too long ago. Not all of them. There's breweries that send out a lot of beers on routine. Those I am not kind of reviewing. Let's do this. I'm trying to get the men's national team on right now because soccer's going and that stuff needs to be watched because my brain. So yeah, this actually unboxing is going to be from Woodland Farm Brewery. They're from Upstate New York. And they sent off a beer mail. They sent off a message first being like, hey, would you like some beer? And I said, a lot of pornographic things, actually. We kind of went back and forth jokingly. I'm like, hey, how dare you send me such pornographic solicited information? And I went to do an OnlyFans thing, which was about only beers, but for beer and OnlyFans. And it was just kind of just disintegrated into pseudo filth. And then they actually sent off beer. I never heard of these guys before, or gals, or they, them, or anything in between. They are from Upstate New York. I do know they sent a beer mail to my good friend Kyle from No Hype Beer Reviews. He actually ended up, we have a group chat going on my old Facebooks, and he said, hey, I got these beers from this brewery. I was like, actually, let me see what I got, because you're going to send me stuff, and maybe we'll do some collab reviews. So hopefully Kyle's up for that. So we will do that. Let me do... I got Paramount Plus. I got Paramount Plus for like, yeah, Mike McCann's like CBS Sports Network is the game. What's going on, Mike? How you been? I still haven't worn the goddamn Arsenal shirt you sent me. I'm just not streaming that much anymore. I have Paramount Plus. I got it for like $1 for, or $3 for 3 months. So I think it's this. No, where the hell is it? Continue. I already have it. Sign out. Let me try the other one. I know this is scintillating unboxing stuff, but what I typically like to do is kind of let people kind of whittle their way in. Oh, here we go. So there we go. CONCACAF qualifier. Watch today. And America versus Costa Rica. I'll just have to make sure I mute this. So, hey, Lubru is over there in the comments. My buddy Ryan Lewis. What's going on, brother? How have you been? Hopefully everything is good on your end. Hopefully this doesn't make this stream look super poopy, but Daddy's got to watch his soccer. So, why is this not working? Give it to me. Anyway, so we'll get that going on over here. But like I said, Woodland Farm reached out, and they were just like, hey man, we think you'd enjoy some of the beers, so they decided to send off a box of beer. That is this huge box right here. It's not all that heavy, so I assume it's a bunch of 750s, because that's a lot what Kyle ended up getting. So we'll get to that in a hot minute. She Shed. So She Shed is in full effect, man. Let's talk about She Shed. The unboxing will probably come to about 7 to 8 minutes or something like that if you want to skip ahead. Like I said, I like to let people kind of filter in and watch this. So let's have a little conversation. She Shed. So I'm building a kind of, okay, here we go. I gotta mute this. Finally kicked off. 0, 0. There we go. I'm building like a shed for my studio and for my workspace, because this is going to become Micah's bedroom, and it's been a long time coming. I've been slowly planning things. It's coming in, you know, from winter to spring, kind of spring. It's been cold AF, but you know, I was kind of planning to start really kind of hitting the ground running come the end of March, and that would be, yeah, Facts. So over the past month, I've kind of just slowly purchased random things that I need for the shed. Lumber for the base, and got gravel delivered. Bought the cabling for running a sub panel for electricity, and just been like slowly, went out there, cleared the area. You guys saw the video of that, and some things I haven't taken videos of, but I I line leveled out the area to get an idea of the grade of what needs to be done and all that kind of stuff. And it became basically, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it this weekend coming up. And I'm like, what am I going to do? I'm going to have either a gentleman up the street who moved here not too long ago. He has a small, like, John Deere tractor loader backhoe. He was going to help me, but he's like, I don't know if I can move that much land with it because it's kind of small. And I'm like, okay, I didn't want to really impose on him because we just kind of met not too long ago. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll rent some equipment. And I got a really good quote on a loader tractor bucket kind of Kubota thing, and tamper, like a vibration plate to help kind of tamper down the ground and the gravel, and have it delivered. It was like $500, and it was a really good price. And then everybody kept mentioning this one gentleman to me, this Jeff guy. Like, give Jeff a call, man. He might be able to hook you up, man. He likes doing this kind of stuff, and he has like a bigger tractor than what I was going to run, like an 8,000 pound tractor. And I was like, okay, I'll call him. And we went back and forth. And I needed to make a decision today on the equipment, because if I didn't get it kind of rented today, then I don't know if I'd have it for the weekend. It really needs the shed. My shed is ready for delivery starting yesterday. He ended up coming by today. The nicest dude in the history of mankind. Old timer. Basically just, kind of just does odd jobs and goes around, like, half the time he barely charges people because he's just trying to help people out with. So he's just like threw a price at me though. I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, what he's charging me. I'm going to have to end up giving the dude extra just because of how cool he is and the work he's going to do for me. So yeah, Friday, putting in the she shed base. If I get everything done with that, then I'll get the shed delivered, and then you're going to start seeing a lot of videos. I'll videotape that whole thing, us leveling the bed and put all that stuff down. So anyway, so there you go. So hopefully the stream's not too poopy. Ryan is up in the chat saying, I'm doing good. How have you been? Miss our Facebook messages. Yeah, baby time. And you're regular Tim Allen. I am not Tim Allen. I don't know. Last man standing sucks. I don't want to be associated with that guy, but I know what you're saying. I would go. What's his assistant's name? I used to watch Home Improvement too. Al. I'll be Al instead of Tim. How about that? Let's open this box of beer. Let's do this. Ooh. We're doing box cutter. So we got this big box of beer. It looks ragged, this thing. Like, it's all kind of beat up and messed up, and that kind of makes me like it even more. So, like I said, I'm assuming there's a lot of 750 action going on here, or bigger bottle action, so we'll see what's what. So we'll give that a cut, and then we'll put it down on the ground, and we'll go from there. Al Borland. Ryan with the sister. Yeah. Oh, ooh, it's in a proper shipper. That's why it's not super heavy. It's one of these nice jammers that protects. Ooh, I see a lot of green caps. We're gonna go biggest to smallest, because there's a what looks like, no, it's not a 750, but there's like different. It might just be padding that's causing the bottles to look different. There's definitely one smaller bottle, so we're gonna leave the smaller one for last, because that's probably the best one out of the bunch. So first we have double barrel Bergian. Is that how you would say that? Double barrel Bergian. It's a barrel-aged barley wine. Our golden barley wine was first aged in Black Button Distilling rye whiskey barrels for 4 months, and then rum barrels for over a year. 12% alcohol by volume. Speaking my language. Come on, son. 500 milliliter. Woodland Farm Brewing. They are based out of Marcy, New York. I will tell you where Marcy is right now. I'm assuming Finger Lakes area. Let's go. So Marcy, New York. My mic's in my way. I can't even see. Get my mic down too far. Directions. What just beeped? Something just beeped. I think it's my power. I have like a power conditioner. I don't know if it's on its last legs or something like that. Utica. Okay, so not really Finger Lakes. They're right outside Utica. Okay, I gotcha. Okay, so not too far. How far from me? Ooh, 4 hours. That's a haul. So anyway, yeah, you're talking about a double barrel age. So you're talking about rye whiskey barrels and then rum barrels. For over a year, 12% alcohol by volume. I like the labels, I like the texture. They're kind of ghetto. They're put down too small, far in the bottom, so they're kind of peeling up. There's something about it, and there's just kind of green cap, generic green cap. I like it. I like it. Put that there. Let's go with this one. This is okay. So this is the base. It looks like. So this is batch 2021. This is batch 2021. This looks like the base of that. So it's the Bergian Golden Barley Wine. This Golden Barley Wine is brewed to honor a man proud of his roots in Tauberg, New York. This beer is golden color and loaded with rich caramel, toffee, honey, and cherry-like flavors. This beer is ready to drink now or aged indefinitely. I like the chutzpah there. Yeah, a lot of breweries, you'll have like Thomas Hardy Ale. It'll be like it'll age for 25 years or something like that. No, they're just like it'll age forever. As Oneonta County's first farm brewery, Woodland utilizes ingredients grown across New York State. So you have to give it a little tip of the cap to that. New York State, I believe, I forget what the percentage is. If someone wants to correct me, because I'm probably wrong, I believe the original farm brewery license for New York was right around like 60 to 70% of your ingredients, grain, hops, all that stuff, had to come from New York State. But that came with the kind of every couple of years it would increase. And I don't know what year it is. I don't know if we've reached the end game on the New York farm brewery distinction, but I think it ends up close to like 96 to 98% of ingredients have to come from New York to be in order to be called a farm brewery. So that's pretty cool. You actually know you're getting a farm brewery. It's not just a brewery just said, hey, we're a farm brewery. It has to be a super high percentage of the I'm gonna, my connection looks pretty poopy over there, so I'm gonna quit the New York stuff. We're gonna quit the there you go. It got a little bit better. I'm gonna quit the soccer gate. No. A bourbon barrel aged wee heavy. That's what I'm talking about, son. You're talking about Woodland Farm Brewery Bourbon Batch 6 Scottish Wee Heavy, our anniversary beer, aged for a year in Buffalo Trace bourbon barrels. 12%. They really like 12%, man. That's their jam. They really dig on the 12%. So, yeah. All the labels are pretty much the same. I can get down with it. I like how they place them low in a bottle. This is going to be a theme here. A Pinot Grigio Farmhouse Ale. You're kind of throwing a little curveball at me, Woodland Farm. So we have this Pinot Grigio Heartbeat. It's a barrel-aged farmhouse ale, a mixed firm, dry farmhouse ale with earthy, spicy barnyard notes, brewed especially for Carl. What up, Carl? And it's aged in Pinot Grigio barrels. Batch 2021. What's the ABV? Don't tell me this is 12%. I don't want this to be 12%. I think they missed the ABV on this. Somebody messed up the label. Yeah, they missed the ABV on this. I am guilty of that. I work for a major corporation, and I'll forget stuff that I should not forget. So, I can feel you. I can feel you. Or it's right in front of my face and I'm missing it. I don't think so. So, I like that little curved ball thrown there at the last second. What do we have going on here? Okay, we're back on the big beers now. We have a running on the emptiness. Not running on empty, running on emptiness. The barrel-aged strong ale. This experimental blend has been 2 years in the making. It started with aged rye whiskey barrels for over a year. These barrels were then blended with our LB Lives barley wine and then aged in cherry brandy barrels for over a year. So, okay, so it's got to be, I don't know. It sounds interesting. It's 12%. So, we've got a theme here going. So, 12, 12, 12, don't know. 12. We're okay with that. But Belgian, not Belgian strong ale, just a generic barrel aged strong ale. So whenever I see barrel aged strong ale, the first inclination is to think of hair of the dog. And if this tastes anything like something hair of the dog would make, I will be happy. And last but not least, this little itty bitty. You got a little itty bitty down here. Okay. This is the beer that they're talking about on here, the LB. So this is like one of those kind of like, you could see the stature of the bottles different, but I think it's actually, they're all 500 milliliter, I think. Okay, so this is 2020, so this is probably the bottles that he used and then kind of moved over to this one. This is barley wine. It's Bourbon LB Lives. It is, after spending 12 months in bourbon barrel... Okay, we're going to start that over because the words are hard. After spending 12 months in a bourbon barrel from Black Button Distilling, this English-style barley wine balances aged malt flavors with vanilla, oak, and bourbon. 12%. 12%. 12%, son. 2020 version. Look at this. I'm going to slide this one down here because that's the odd one out. That is a lot of ABVs. I am not reviewing as much, but these have side-by-sides and collabs with Ryan or Kyle, whatever you want to call him. He has many names, but he's not about the hypes. And this is awesome. Thank you very much, Woodland Farm. This is a very cool beer mill. This is honestly pretty much like peak me when it comes to like what I like when it comes to beer in general. It's you know barley wine, old ale, English styles, mixed firm, wine barrel aged mixed firm stuff. So it really is kind of dipping into a lot of things that I really kind of dig on. And I appreciate you guys reaching out, guys, gals, they, them, anything in between, reaching out, and let me take a ride on these suckers. So yeah, very cool. Thank you very much. I'm not gonna keep on keeping on here, just because I do want to watch that soccer game. My signal looks like it's definitely poopy. Connection is unstable. I'm not on Wi-Fi, so it is what it is. But gotta say what's up to my boy Deepeye. Just because, hey, before we sign off, definitely want to get everybody in that ended up being in the comments. So thank you very much, Woodland Farm, for sending us off. Like I said, up Utica way. Go give them a whirl. I can't wait to dive into these. Hopefully, me and Kyle get to do a couple collab beer reviews. Other than that, hopefully, you guys are enjoying your night. Next Wednesday, going into some good weather. Hopefully, you're watching a little bit of soccer and pulling for the old U.S. men's national team. Hopefully you're just having a good time. Hopefully see you next time. How about that?